Hey guys!
Hi everybody!
I'm Kendra.
I'm Heather.
And welcome to Matchmakers and Makeup!
Welcome!
So, today, I'm going to try something different, okay? I'm going to use an eyeliner to do a smoky eye, but I'm going to make it all black right here, and then I'm going to brush it, and then I'm going to add some more color in the corners. We're going to see how this goes. I haven't tried it before, so
go for it, girl.
We'll see. And Heather is going to share some of the write-ins that we've gotten.
Yes. And there's one that I read online. Somebody like forwarded it to me. And it wasn't like their story. They just said, I found this online. You have to read this. And I read it, and I could barely contain myself. I was laughing so hard.
Well, I can't wait to hear it.
I know, right? And I did some of my makeup. I don't have it like it all done, but it's good for now. Anyway. Good for now. Okay, are we ready?
I'm ready.
So I'm gonna have to look down to read this first one. The other ones I kind of have memorized. Okay.
Memorize.
Okay.
Or that.
So this was a dude, right? It was a dude story, and it says that he took this gal out to a restaurant. They had a great date, and she seemed great. But when it was time to leave the restaurant, she wouldn't leave because it was raining. Okay, and he had an umbrella with him. I guess he anticipated rain, which, wow, Boy Scout, he was prepared.
Yeah, that's great.
So he offered her the umbrella, and, you know, she said no. She absolutely could not go out and get wet.
Maybe she's a vampire. Weird.
I mean, she was, like, adamant she would not leave the restaurant. So it was, like, 20 minutes of, you know, just trying to...
Like, why isn't this weird lady leaving the
trying
restaurant?
to make more idle conversation. The restaurant was about to close, and this chick would not leave.
My lord, girl. What, she have, like, a wig she couldn't get wet?
No!
I'm scared. I'm scared. What? Oh, damn it. I fudged up.
Okay, so he finally got her to admit. He's like, what's going on? And finally, after a couple drinks, she admitted that she's a mermaid. And if she gets any part of her body wet, her tail will just pop out.
And she's serious.
She was dead serious. So
wow, she needs her meds adjusted.
He said, oh my gosh, that's really sad. And then he went in the bathroom and snuck out.
Of course he did, right?
What kind of lunatic is that?
A huge one.
And I thought, that's got to be fake. Nope, it's real.
Wow.
Yay.
Okay, so
that means
maybe
there's
some
crazy
of our
women.
stories aren't as bad as we think.
And that means there's crazy women too, not just crazy dudes,
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, which we all probably knew, right?
Yeah. I knew
So,
that.
let me see here. I want to make sure I tell you the right ones that we had right in. There was a couple ones where, you know, like on a first date, they'd start talking about, like, the no-nos, right? Politics or religion, and
Bad idea.
And, like, I talk about those with people before I meet them, typically. Like, we'll do, like, a 20 questions game or something like that.
I try not to talk about those.
Oh, no. Because I'm all for, let's just get it all out in the open. That way, I don't even have to go on a date with them if we can't handle each other's views.
True,
you know?
true. I guess that's okay.
Yeah. So, we do a 20. I usually typically do a 20 questions, or, like, you know, it's never 20. It's, like...
100.
Or infinity, right?
Yeah.
So, anyway.
But some guys won't do that. Like, I had a guy that just flat out refused to do 20 questions.
So did he just want to talk to you in person to get to know you, or what?
No, it was that guy that I just dated.
Oh yeah. So he was a bore. That's
He
all.
was just a bore. He was
Yeah,
so
he was
lame.
no fun. No fun. No fun him. What's his new name?
Yeah.
So, but there were a couple write-ins where people said that on the actual date they would talk about that, and that would get awkward. So I
can see that.
I just recommend either find out before the date or stay away from that topic altogether, right? Let's see. Okay, that's the one. So on that note, this girl was on a date, and they started talking about politics, and apparently he was an avid Trump dude, right? And she was, like, totally anti-Trump. And he, like, kind of went on and on about how Trump's his guy and all this stuff. And to the point where she was just, like, offended by what he was saying. It offended her.
Oh, that's too bad.
Right. That is too bad. You know, because you shouldn't, I don't think you should carry on like about it that way. And we
No.
shouldn't let other people's political views detour us from things, right?
Exactly.
Because we can all get along and love each other.
We
but
can sure as hell try.
That's right. So, anyway, so she texted her brother, who happens to be a police officer, and said, I need to get out of this date, right? So her brother decided to, you know, teach her a lesson, play a joke on her, because apparently her brother's also a Trump supporter, okay? So he busts into the restaurant and proceeds, he's a cop, brother's a cop, busts into the restaurant and arrests her, like acts like he's arresting her in front of this guy. And he like makes up all these charges, like she's under arrest for, you know, grand theft auto and like a couple other like off the wall things, and makes this huge ordeal. He had a couple of his buddies with him, and they like put her on the ground like she was like some hardened criminal, and one of them said, "You're not getting away from us this time, loose lips." And she said the guy's like, loose lips? Out of everything happening, he actually stopped and said, loose lips?
Why? Why are you loose?
Anyway, yeah, so yeah, they obviously never spoke to one another again at that point.
I don't really blame him, I guess, right?
I don't blame either of them, because if I were him, I wouldn't want to talk either.
I'm gonna use
Check
this,
out those
maybe.
bright colors, girl.
I don't know. For the crease line, I'm gonna get a little crazy. What do you think? Which one?
Don't ask me.
Pick it, pick it.
I went that color, and I went that color, and that color, and that color.
On the same eyebrow? Okay, shit. All right. All right, we can do this. We can do this. You keep telling stories. I'll see what I can do.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me see the next one. You're gonna have to. I'm gonna look down for a minute,
All right.
because my memory is just, y'all, it's terrible.
I'm putting at C in my crease right now, and this is the neon
At
one.
C, that's the name of it. At C.
Yeah. This is Profusion Neon, and the color is at C. You know, I wish I was at C right now.
Oh my gosh.
I love the ocean.
I do too. Okay.
All right. Tell me about it, Heather.
I'm full of giggles. Okay.
Have you been drinking tonight?
No, I've not had a sip. So listen, okay,
I was
so
like, oh.
okay, so we had another write-in, and the gal said that they were on a date and everything was going well. They talked for quite a while before the date started, and then they get to the date and it started out well, right?
Getting fallout.
He, oh,
I hate fallout.
would you like
Anyway.
me? Here.
Thank you.
So, so at the beginning of the day, okay, you gotta look at me.
Okay.
So at the beginning of the day, he was like, "Oh, it's so nice to meet you." Okay.
Don't touch my feet.
But I guess it was worse than that. I guess like the entire date, he kept just touching her face, like nonstop. Like every time he talked to her, he would like touch her face. And he said,
heck?
and she said at some point he was like doing this on her nose.
Was he like a preschool teacher or
It was like he was like as he was talking to her, he was like doing this, like trying to, you know, I guess, I don't know. He
What the
would not
hell?
stop touching her face.
Was he blind?
Listen, and he kept saying she had beautiful skin, and he just kept, you know, touching it. And then he told her, he said, you know, for her mom, you have a pretty nice body.
What the hell, dude? That's terrible. I mean, just
But
leave out the beginning. Like,
right.
You have a very nice body. That's all you gotta say.
So he said that, and then he's like, oh, but your beautiful face makes up for it. That was what he said to her.
What the hell? What is wrong with people?
And I should be like really angry and offended for her,
Yeah,
but it's
but
just,
you're not.
I am, but at the same time, it's just funny because it's ludicrous that people
It
would say
is.
things like that. You
I
know?
know. It's like, what is wrong with these people? There's no filters. You know, I think a lot of things when I'm on dates, but I don't say them. Or even when I'm with people, you know? I mean, you see some things that you don't want to see. Some things that maybe resemble baby turtles. And you don't say a word. You just keep it to yourself.
No, you don't. You don't keep it to yourself.
You tell your
call,
best friend.
You call your best friend and you're like, oh my gosh, it's like a turtle. That's what you do.
That's what you do.
Okay, so let me find the next one. Yeah, you keep doing that. I lost my place.
That's the only bad thing about the cheaper eyeshadows is you get crazy fallout. Like
Right.
the more expensive ones that we have, I don't really have that problem. But like the ones from Target, most of them do. You notice that?
I did. This Natasha Denona one has like 0 fallout, and I am in love with these like fall-y colors.
Ooh, maybe that should be our next video.
Okay.
Okay, tell me about it. I think I'm gonna do Psych for oh man, that's just, it's got a terrible glare, but you'll see it. Oh, this must be good. Just last night.
Well, no, it's just a little blurb that somebody sent that says they went on a blind date that their aunt had set up for them. Okay, so her aunt said, you know, I got this dude, go out, and they actually didn't even hardly talk much until the actual night, which is fine, whatever. Kind of like, you know, back in the day, how dating used to be, right?
Yeah.
So they went out to a restaurant and he ordered a Caesar salad, right? Which is great. Caesar salads are nummy.
Yeah, I don't see many guys order them, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it was like his, he ordered it with like a steak, right?
Yeah.
So he ate everything, the salad, the steak, the shrimp, and the mashed potatoes with his hands. And she...
Well, at least we know he's good with his hands.
Oh, that was a good one. But yeah, you know, at one point she finally said, okay, why are you using your hands? He said, I'm just not big into utensils.
Wow, so he was like manhandling his steak.
Right, yeah, I'm a caveman. Yeah, but
the mashed potato, I spit.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, that's...
Like, chomping on some lettuce leaves.
She said it made her physically sick.
Well, I could see that. I could understand
And
that.
it was like eating dinner with her toddler.
I think my toddler actually does better than that.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, she does. Whew. Okay, you guys, what do you think of this? I used all the colors that Heather wanted. See?
Yeah,
You like it?
You didn't use that coral color, that orangey peachy
You
coral.
didn't tell me to use that one.
I also pointed at that one. That'll take care of some of that. Put that somewhere. Yeah.
I'll put it.
I think that's going to be your added touch. Okay, and while she's finished that, I'll tell y'all one more. Let me find the right one, because I don't want to tell you any creepy ones if I'm being all funny, right? Because there's some creepy ones. Hold on. What?
What?
What? I'm not telling y'all that one. Hold on. That would, no. That would offend people. Hold on.
Come on, Heather.
Oh, okay, I found it. Okay. Okay, so, this one's funny, but it's sad. Not sad, like, not like, oh, break my heart sad, more like, people are stupid sad.
All right, let's
Okay,
hear it.
ready? So, she said that they met for their first time at a bar. You know, they talked on the phone quite a bit. He seemed like a great guy. He had 6 children. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, you know, whatever. It's a lot of kids. But they were all with some one lady. It wasn't like he was, you know, like this big whore dude. He'd been married for like 15 years.
That's acceptable.
Right. And they divorced. He had the kids like 50% of the time. Okay?
Yeah.
So they decided they were just going to meet for a drink for their first time. They went to a bar.
Yeah.
She walks into the bar. He's there with 6 children. In the bar, 10 o'clock at night was when they were meeting up for a drink. He's sitting there with 6 children.
That's really sad.
One of them is an infant. The other one, it went from an infant all the way up to, I think she said, I'd have to look again, but I think she said the oldest was like maybe 15. And, you know, that whole range, they were sitting there.
That is sad.
Yeah, so he brought the kids on a date to the bar.
Which, okay, I understand if you absolutely had to bring, like, a kid on a date, but not to a bar at 10 o'clock at night.
If you have your kids cancel the date.
Exactly.
I mean, unless you're doing something that's, you know, kid appropriate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah.
So did he have an explanation?
She didn't say. She just said that at that point,
She was ready to run.
well, she didn't even stay. She said she walked in and went over to him and she said, well, you know, I'm glad you could make it, but, you know, something's come up and I have to go.
Wow.
Yeah, and they never spoke again.
I don't blame her. Anyway, okay, I added the coral, Heather.
Better.
Mhm.
I'm digging
I don't hate it.
I don't
It's
hate it
different.
either. Girl, mine's different. We're
Yeah,
good.
we're just different.
I'm different.
All right. Hey. Okay. So anyway, I think we're done for this video.
Yeah.
We've got some crazy makeup going on here.
And we got to tell some of our write-ins, and we have a ton of write-ins for y'all, so that's good. We'll never run out of that.
No.
Yay.
But we hope you guys enjoyed our video, and don't forget to stay tuned because we are so ready to get this channel back off the ground, and we love you guys, and thank you so much for watching. In the meantime, have good makeup, good dates, and goodbye.
I always let her say it because I never get it right. I say it backwards.
I think
Anyway,
I do.
bye.
Bye. Bye.